What's up, guys? It's me, Ray Perez. Just wanted to talk for a little while. Tell you about some things that were on my mind lately. I've been going kind of crazy in this place we're in this place we live, because I've got an entire culture, an entire civilization, an entire society that's pulling me one way. It's pulling me. My battle is no longer between, the duality between mind and body, or soul and body, soul versus body. See, when I was younger, when I was a teen and coming of age, that's where I made the distinction. I thought, oh, well, this battle is between my body and my soul, and so it's my spirit versus my flesh. And then there was some things in the Bible and religious studies that backed that up. They backed up that theory. So I, believing what I believed at the time, followed along and considered myself to be in this constant battle. I even have some lyrics about it that are not even too far off when I was doing the Mexican monk stuff. But as of late, through some awesome friends, some awesome sources that I have, resources, I've been able to discover that battle is actually, it's not a battle after all. It's not a battle at all. It's actually it's a coexistence is what it is. It's a co-op. It's the yin and the yang. It's a self-made battle of the self versus the ego. It's trying to distinguish or one part of me from another part of me, but they're both me. And so I create this false battle that in turn just keeps me stagnant. It keeps me stationary, because I'm bumping heads, but I've created this wall, this battle, this arena that's not even there. It's me fighting me. So what's the point? So I feel like I've gotten past that. I feel like I realized that it's all from the same source. Whatever the source may be, whatever you believe the source to be, whatever you believe the universe to be, it's all the same thing. We have different ways of describing it. We're not going to go into that, because it's pointless to go into that. Because after you finish describing it, it's still what it is, or what it always was. There's no, you can't convince somebody of what it is, because it's going to be what it is anyway. Whether you explained it right or not, whether you made somebody connect to it or not, it's always what it always was and what it always will be, and that's just it. So beyond that, there's a new struggle, and it's one where I could go in myself and I can find peace, but I realized then that I can't live in myself only, because what I look out and see is also me. So I'm bothered by the fact when I look out and I see destruction, war, famine, hunger, disease, sarcasm, cruelty, bullying, murder, rape, all this stuff that's going on. It's me doing it. It's my thoughts. It's my brothers and my sisters fighting and killing and maiming each other. And so the battle has evolved from outside of my own ego, outside of my own head, to now this huge living organism that we come from, that we came out of, because we didn't come here. And even if there's people that believe that, there's things from another world, or that we're from another world, desde otro mundo, that the otro mundo is just another imaginative creation, another way of mentally separating the self from the self. But even if it was some being from another planet. The other planet is still part of the universe, which is part of me. So the other being is part of me as well. So that doesn't matter. So you can tell your stories and create your myths, surrounding this or this possibility or that possibility, but it's not going to take away from what is and always will be. What it's going to take away from is it's going to distract people. It's going to piss people off. It's just like a religion. It's just like a political party. It's going to separate. It's going to divide and conquer. But who's going to suffer from that? Everybody, because everybody is part of the same organism. Everybody's part of this universe, this planet, this being, this God, this world. So I look around and with an open mind and I say, okay, I'm ready. Universe, God, spirit, life, tell me, show me what has to be done. What can I do at this point? And the answer is simple. The answer is very simple. You just look to the person next to you and you say, are you okay? Is everything cool? Is there anything I can get for you? What can I help you with? It's that simple. Everybody knows that. But that's where the struggle comes in, because I'm being pulled this way and this way by these games, these political systems, these social status, stati or whatever. I don't know the plural of status. Statuses, I guess. Social statuses, classes, job titles, hierarchies, the monetary system, the political system, the religious hierarchies, the warfare, the battles, the crusades, the pilgrims, the missionaries, all these people that think that it's their job to tell people what is what and what's not what. But the only thing that is what is this. Look to your side. Love each other like yourself. Say, hey, is everything cool? How can I help you? Little circles. I used to say small circles. Small circles, we form these small circles, but they intersect and these small circles connect and they make bigger circles and it spreads. That's how it's going to happen, and it's not about isolating yourself in a commune, or it's not about taking from the rich and giving to the poor and all this stuff that people are afraid of, all these isms, all this crap that doesn't mean anything. That's all part of the construct that's there to distract you and destroy you. You have to peel all that stuff away. Peel it all the way down to the basic rule. And I don't even want to call it a rule, but it's like a law of nature. If you want to survive, it's not going to happen by hoarding stuff for yourself. It's not going to happen by arming yourself and protecting your family and saying, well, if we're going to survive, I'm going to hold this food and nobody's going to come take it from me. That's not the formula. That's not how to do it. And I understand why people are scared and why they want to do that. But that only leads to violence, warfare, destruction, poverty, inequality. You're going to have somebody that's hoarding everything and somebody that just wants a piece of bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying work your ass off in this system and then give it all away to the poor people. No, I'm saying help the person next to you. That's it. Just the person right next to you. That's the only person you got to help. That's it. I'm not telling you to feed 500,000 freaking people in another country. Just the person right next to you. They're going to feed the one right next to them. They're going to take care of the one next to them. It's that freaking simple. It's mathematics, dude. It's exponents, it's multiplication, it's addition, it's just basic laws of nature, dude. And if people can't even understand that, that's what I get so frustrated about. It's very frustrating to look around or just to tell people this and know that it's been written in so many different languages, in so many different books, so many different times, for so many different years, but people still don't want to do it. But it's not that they don't want to do it, and that's the topic that I'm trying to get to. It's not that you don't want to do it, because deep down inside you know that that's all that needs to be done. You know it. You know it with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with whatever you want to call it. I don't even care what you call it, but you know that's the answer. But you open your eyes and you look around at this fake world that's been created around you, this advertisement thing, this flashy bump, 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 pounding into your brain thing that's conditioning you to want and want and want and want and want for more, you know? So it's obvious that if we were left to our own natural, devices, that it wouldn't be that way. And if you don't believe me, why do billion-dollar companies advertise? Why do they spend money on advertising? If they didn't need to pound it into you constantly every chance they could by slipping it here or there subconsciously or subliminally, if they didn't have to do that to get you to buy, they wouldn't. Don't you get it? If they didn't have to spend money to get you to buy something, they wouldn't freaking spend the money, because that's all they want. Snap, dude. Freaking snap. Wake up.